Hey guys, I'm taking over the podcast. This is mine now.
It's not
Just
the Juan
joking.
Rivera show. I'm sorry, my friend.
Yo, why you put my whole government name up there?
Well, y'all know it from the last podcast.
For real.
You put my last
He
name
swears like he doesn't want to be like.
Do you not watch the podcast you're in? That's crazy.
Literally insane.
I watched it with you.
That's crazy.
Okay,
I just
then,
get
so why you trying to
distracted.
call me out here?
I
Oh, okay.
Anyways, hey guys, it's Gera back again with our third episode of Let's Get Toxic. Today we have a special guest. Today we have a special guest joining us. It's Jessica.
Jessica.
Nice.
Jessica, tell us something about yourself, something interesting.
Maybe not interesting, I guess, because considering you guys said you guys made fun of it in the last episode. I'm a gym rat, so yeah, there's nothing
Yeah.
more to it.
Are you excited to be here tonight?
Oh yeah.
To be part of our toxic gang?
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah.
a lot of input that I can give to the public if needed, you know?
No, but we're not actually, I mean, maybe we are toxic. Maybe.
I'll admit to it, guys.
Oh,
I'm
me?
toxic. It's okay.
You're number one, Juan.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
come
about?
on.
What?
You're
Who are you
like, the,
lying to?
you're like the biggest red flag. That awkward silence.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyways, and we're back with our recurring guest, Juan, who you guys will never get tired of.
Fan favorite.
You are not the fan. The fan favorite is Leslie. Unfortunately, she wasn't
Yeah.
able to join us here today.
She Leslie, I'm coming for you next time. I
Yeah, because
swear.
how could you do this
Yeah.
to us? Like that's insane. But today we're gonna talk about more topics, more toxic red flags. We want to get Jess's input. We want to see what she has to bring because I know y'all tired of our opinions.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so, Jetta.
Yeah.
As far as what I've seen, but the public has asked way more of you from all your toxic input that you can give on the red flags.
But I'm not. I'm just trying to help people.
Oh, help. Help. Is that what we call it?
Do you think I'm turning on the girls? How everyone says.
Mm. No, but you're giving out all our secrets. Shh.
I mean, how many times do I have to explain this? I was trying to give out secrets, I guess, for the girls, but then I'm a girl. Wouldn't it be better to give it out as a girl to guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, at least
Take it
this
how you
one.
want. Take
He's
it how
on my
you
side
want.
because I'm helping him out.
Deep down, yeah.
But it makes more sense because a guy needs a girl's input, you know,
Yeah, I guess.
and a girl needs a guy's input to
From an
see.
outside perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not,
And then there's
not
those
always.
people that say
What?
that you shouldn't learn to catch to fish from a fish.
Oh my God,
You
yeah.
should learn.
In my comment sections, everyone's like, "Why are you asking the fish how to fish?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ask the fisherman." And I'm like,
Yep.
"Why are you comparing women to fish?
Yeah, what
It's
is
not.
this?
Don't be."
No, it's not that. It's like saying, like, why am I gonna ask a girl how to get a girl?
Wouldn't a fish know what gets their attention
Okay,
so they
but you
can
know
be
what's
caught?
crazy?
Okay,
I
okay.
hate that he said that. Why would I ask a girl how to get a girl? Don't you go to your mom for advice? I'm mommy.
Hey,
What kind
don't
of
bring my
gifts
mom
do
in
you
this.
think that I should get this girl?
Exactly.
Okay, sorry.
Exactly.
That's the
But-
first opinion you see.
But like my most popular videos are not even like the red flags or like advice. Like I know it's like how to tell if a girl likes you. Everybody loves those videos.
I feel
I
like
personally
guys.
like them.
I feel
I
like
like them,
guys
yeah.
are just so scared to read the wrong signs nowadays. Because it's so put out there already that guys constantly read the wrong signs.
But my
and it's like a
videos,
stereotype at this point.
my videos are they're honestly comments. I'm not bringing anything
Yeah.
special. They're just comments.
But at the
If
same
you say
time,
so.
like it's like sometimes when you're in the certain situation, you don't see it like that.
I mean, I guess.
Like it's like it's easier to see it from an outside perspective.
So you're basically
than
saying you're
inside.
blindsided.
You're blindsided, yeah.
Yeah.
And once you're in the
Well,
it depends. It
it
depends.
really
So-
depends on the person.
yeah,
really,
because
on the
there's some people
situation.
that could analyze themselves in certain situations
Yeah.
on an outside perspective, but it is a lot harder than being from the outside perspective. At least that's what I think.
I mean, personally, I do
Depends.
give out all this advice, but I just feel like, especially if you're an adult, I understand if
Yeah.
you're in high school, but if you're an adult and you like somebody, instead of trying to figure out if they like you
like
back,
it, yeah.
maybe just go and engage in a conversation
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, you're
And you'd be surprised
where
it leads.
like
yeah.
let's go grab coffee, let's go grab a beer after
Yeah.
work. I don't know, like
I feel like
and if they leave you hanging for so long, come on, don't stick around
yeah.
either.
I feel like that, but I feel like that usually stems from people being insecure of being
Absolutely.
rejected. Like that's
Yeah.
like I think that's a really big thing in society where you're just so scared to be rejected that you rather not risk it.
I don't think it's a scare of just rejection. It's more of the fear of failure that
Failure.
we,
Yeah.
build in our
Yeah.
minds as we grow up. Like,
Yeah.
what if I don't accomplish this? What if I don't get it? What if I don't get that girl? What if I don't get that guy? What if they don't like this? We overanalyze it more than we need to.
Yeah, and I feel like if you know for sure that somebody likes you, you're more willing to go up to them.
To go up to them, to have a
Yeah.
conversation, and it just goes with the flow.
How would you be
Yes.
able to tell if someone liked you?
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh, you're barking at the wrong tree, sister.
Do you think you can tell when somebody likes you?
Again, barking at the wrong tree, but I mean, you look at me now, I'd say maybe I could catch a glimpse, depending on like their body language. I read more of that and the way they talk to me. I'd
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think I could tell. I'm really bad with like I can't read a room. So like,
You're
like
just in La La Land.
I'm just like in La La Land, I'm in
I
my
think
own
so,
world.
yeah.
Sometimes I like you've noticed like sometimes when you're talking to me, I hear what you're saying, but it takes me a while to process it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just in my own world and
Yeah. No.
it takes a while for me. But I don't think I could tell when a girl likes me.
I mean, I guess you just have to look at their behavior, and the way they act around you. But it plays a role how long that you've known. I mean, I've done videos about work settings and like
Though that work
school
setting is another
settings.
story. That's another
Yeah.
story for another day.
Work is crazy. I mean, the industry that I work in, it's insane.
I don't
But-
miss working at a restaurant. I'll tell you that.
Hey, you know what? The money's worth it.
It
Yeah.
is, but I don't miss it.
No.
God, I did it for like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Wahlburgers killed me. And
I
then
mean-
my other job, the pizzeria, God, I gave basically my life to that. It's over.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. Sometimes I do, but
No.
No, it's-
But like if you're in a work setting, if you want to know if a girl likes you, I mean, I guess just
In
see
a
if you
work
can
se-
catch them in a glance.
I think in
Yeah.
a work setting it might be a little more obvious.
Yeah.
Because everybody's just watching that, like,
You have more
you know,
time.
like, are you sure? Are you sure? You're like, oh.
I think in a school setting as well, but if you're trying to go to a bar and pick up girls, you definitely won't be able to tell.
No, but I
No,
like
you're
I've
gonna hit
always
on no
like
matter
even
what.
like when I was in school, like I wouldn't be able to tell if a girl liked me.
Again, you were like in La La Land.
No, but like even when like I wanted to know if a girl liked me and I would try to pay attention, like I couldn't tell if they were just trying to be nice or they like liked me or like I really like I don't like I just don't like thinking that someone likes me because I don't want to feel like
Just like assuming.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't want to assume that someone likes me, so to say.
You want to be humble.
I want to be humble and I don't want to
Period.
like sometimes people just are nice, like
Yeah.
And
How do you
I-
distinguish that, right? Like, how do
Yeah.
you distinguish someone just being overly nice to
Yeah.
somebody
And I feel
flirting
like
with you?
You can do the comparison between you and another person. How does she treat you versus how does she treat the
Exactly,
other guy? You know?
I guess,
Exactly.
but I feel like
And same for
it's. I feel like
guys
it's
or girls.
easier for girls to tell when a guy likes them than when a guy.
I think it's quite the opposite, actually.
I think a girl.
Girls make it a lot more obvious. You just don't pick up on it. Just guys are just oblivious, you know?
No,
They're
it's
oblivious
just-
to everything.
But that's
They really,
how
no.
I feel like girls are. Like I feel like guys think girls are
No,
oblivious.
I mean, I can tell when a guy likes me.
Personally, I wouldn't take that comment. Sorry.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I feel like when like I was trying to like go for a girl, I would be like extremely nice, or like
Yeah, but
like I would do like things like I would go out of my way to like impress the girl or to try to talk to the girl, but I feel like girls like kind of just like I hope like smile. I hope you noticed. Like I shot my shot with a smile.
Okay.
those
okay.
memes
Like,
are crazy
so
now.
But
you
it's
see,
true. Like
That's the thing when it comes to like a really shy girl. Like, oh, like I smiled at him. Oh my God, he followed me on Instagram. I hope he like you know. But if it's like a girl that's willing to put herself out there a little bit more, yeah, she's gonna pick up on the little things that he does,
Yeah.
especially if he's
I
being a
mean,
little extra nicer.
it's definitely harder if you've had a friendship, you know,
Yeah.
if you're friends and then one of them catches feelings. Like, that's kind of the worst situation to
Yeah,
be in.
I think it's that
the
bad.
story of it all, the reason why they don't chase it. Oh, I don't want to ruin the friendship.
Oh, girl, you know.
No,
Oh, come
no,
on.
I-
You don't want to get into that.
Yeah,
It's-
but I feel like it's true. Like, some people were just made to be friends. And
Yeah,
like,
but
are you willing to risk the friendship for,
but you
you know,
see, the thing
a
is,
short-term relationship?
do you
How
the
do you know
people
it's short term?
exactly?
Because I guess it's
If
thinking
you
negatively.
walk into that with that mindset, like, oh, it's gonna go to crap. It's not gonna work out. I'm just putting this in jeopardy. You're not taking any risk.
Yeah.
You're
I
just
guess.
falling under the backline of the fear
You know what
that
I've heard
holds
so
you
many
back
times?
always.
Like, oh, it's just right person, wrong timing.
Oh no, that's
That just
not
makes
a,
it.
That
I've
doesn't make
heard that
sense.
from
I don't.
people so many times,
Yeah.
and I'm like, go
Yeah,
I
Get
think
outta
I
here.
said
Get
that a
outta
couple
here.
times.
get out of here, dude.
I
Like,
think.
if you liked me and I liked you, and we were, whatever,
And you didn't take your chance.
and you didn't take your
Sorry.
chance, and
Yeah.
now years later you're like, oh, but like what we could have been. I'm like, please.
Yeah.
Exactly, but that's the key word right there. What we could have.
Yeah.
Could have.
Yeah.
If you missed your shot,
You
why
didn't.
why are
You
you
know.
clinging on to the past?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Move on. We all grow, right?
Yeah, I agree. And no, I feel like but it's difficult to be in a position where because when you find out that a friend likes you, right? At that point, you have to make a decision whether to continue being friends with them or to cut them off, because
Yeah,
it's
but
awkward.
It does. Okay. See, that's the thing though. It's only awkward if you make it awkward.
Okay,
I
yeah.
really believe that. If you
I
walk
think
into that mindset that it's gonna go to crap, it's not gonna work out, and that you guys are just gonna fall off from friendship, God, that's bound to go to failure.
Yeah.
Well, look at it like this, right? What's happened to me recently?
Mhm.
A friend that I've had for a long time. We have a theory. It's not confirmed. We
Okay.
have a theory, right?
Uh-huh.
That this person likes me. I hope he's not watching this.
I don't think so. I think we're in the clear.
Yeah, we have a theory, right? And then I have to make a choice whether, because if I see it's just so weird, and especially because I'm not single.
Yeah.
There we have the answer to that question. Everyone's been asking.
Oh my God.
Everyone's been
I'm
asking.
sorry, guys. My girl she is.
I
in a
am not
relationship.
single, so
We all been knew this. I've been knew
Yeah.
this. I didn't say anything.
that's gonna be the
because not to break
clickbait
your heart.
title to the podcast. Not single.
Not single. Not single plus toxic.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had like a brother to me, family, and you find this out, and it's a hard position to be in, because at that point you're like, well, I can't continue to be friends with you. Like,
No, yeah,
Yeah.
especially if, well, I understand why, especially if they have obviously other intentions, but if their intentions are strictly the friendship and keeping that, present, I don't think there's any problem. But if down the road you feel like that they're acting a certain way,
Yeah.
okay, you
Yeah,
gotta
like-
halt, because it's not respecting your boundaries, it's not respecting you as a person
I think,
or your relationship.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think it's like all a matter of respect.
Yeah.
And like, if they're being respectful for your relationship and being like, being just a friend, I feel like it's fine. Like,
I guess, but how do you even go from there?
it
Like,
might
how
be
do
a little
you
bit awkward just because
recover from that?
Yeah.
And then then whether you want it or not, just subconsciously, it does cause some strain in the relationship to be friends with someone who supposedly, in theory, they are in love with you, or whatever the case is. It causes strain. It causes like doubt, trust issues, and then you start to have like a lot of behavior where there's a lot of tension in the relationship. Arguments start to happen, and then from there it can be really toxic.
Yeah.
It's just something that small that can start the whole chain of a toxic relationship.
Yeah, and that's just amongst friends, and that's like you said, somebody that's basically fam.
Right.
So I get it, but
And then you're stuck in that relationship, right? And then it could have started off perfectly fine, and then that one moment in time, friends, coworkers, whatever the case.
So there you have it, though. If you don't take your chances, you miss your window, my friends. Sorry.
You do.
That's just,
Take
that's
every chance life throws at you. You know,
really.
even if you're gonna,
You're gonna fail, you're gonna stumble, but that's what life comes with.
just take it.
Obstacles, take it as it comes. It gets better, you know?
Yeah,
It gets better. You just gotta keep going.
exactly.
But this theory.
It had. It has no evidence. Well, it has one small piece of evidence
Mm.
or two.
Well, which one is it?
But it's fine. I mean, I had to cut him off from my life.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You have to do what you gotta do. Exactly.
It is what it is.
Yeah, just some
That's
friendly.
really what it is. That's crazy. I really built that mindset. It is what it is.
It is. At the end of the day, you can't stress over things you can't control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I used to find myself obsessing. You know, I'm a
Yeah.
very controlling person. Everything I do has to be like
Specific way.
You know.
If it's not
Yeah.
done this way, it's not.
I
right.
freak out, but I've
Yeah.
let
Oh,
go.
I've seen.
I remember when we first met, we used to always clash about that. She used to be like, "No, I need to have like a schedule. I need to do this."
I
And
still
was
do.
like,
I still do.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
used to be like, "Bro, just live one day at a time."
Like as much
you
as
can't
I know
control it.
she's like controlling and like this plan this way. As much as she has that little whiteboard in her room, that's not updated since May of last year. So
Yeah.
for real.
so
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
last couple years I've been just, you know.
Yeah.
as much as
It's
organizing.
She's still organized.
Oh,
As,
I
like,
know. She
but-
just doesn't
more-
update it
yeah.
on the.
It's not the same as it
Yeah.
used to, you know. I'm just,
Yeah.
I've tried to not be, I've tried to let go a little.
Yeah.
And just, you know.
Enjoy.
My therapist
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah.
Hey,
But you're still
hey.
pretty organized.
I mean,
Like,
I
you're-
guess.
think
I've
you're.
seen. Yeah, I'd say she's still organized.
Yeah, I think you're probably like above average on organization.
Absolutely not.
like Jane the Virgin, organized
like-
type.
That's insane.
No,
I'm not there.
Not that level, but like you're getting up there.
Yeah.
you
I mean,
know?
I go to school with a bunch of, you know, we're all nerds there, so I'm not the most I'm not.
Yeah, I
Trust me.
guess. But like, I'm just saying, like,
I
as an
procrastinate
average,
a lot.
Oh come on.
The thing is, I pull through every single time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, you
So I'm
just,
gonna,
like,
so I'm
you
gonna
just
keep,
last minute.
I'm gonna keep doing it. It works out I will write an essay 24 hours, not even like 10 hours before it's due, and it comes out great, and then I get an A. Why would I not keep doing it?
I don't miss doing that. God,
Bro,
God
I
knows
wish.
why I stopped college.
In high school, I used to write essays like an hour before they were due,
Yeah.
and get like.
Oh my God, high
Oh my
school-
gosh.
C's, D's.
Don't even tell me that. It wouldn't even be an essay, guys. We would have government class, and this kid would be studying 20 minutes before a
Yo.
20 question quiz,
Yeah.
and somehow he'd sometimes get a higher grade than me,
Yeah.
and I would study the night before.
Yeah, no, in high school,
Something's wrong with
never
that.
studied in my life.
Me
Never.
neither.
No.
Then I got to college and I was humbled really quick.
I think we both.
Yeah.
I had to take days to study, but assignments I just procrastinate my way through it.
Me too.
I
Yeah,
High school was a trip.
I don't miss those days.
You know what? I do low key miss the
low-key,
drama.
Yeah, it was funny. It was fun.
It was too much.
You know, I feel
It-
like I at the time, it was so funny, right? Because I feel like I'm a different person than I was in high school. But at the time when everything that went down, I felt like I was just so above it all.
Yeah.
It was no, but
And
the
I
thing
just
is,
look back and I'm like, oh, poor me.
no, but the thing is, when you look back, you really were the bigger person. That's how I see it. I mean, you didn't feed into the
Yeah.
drama. How
No.
I see it, I didn't feed into.
Let's
the drama.
start. If we want to talk about toxic relationships, let's start there. Let's start in high school.
Let's start.
Yes,
I'll never
that's where
forget
it
this
all
comment.
starts.
You guys are such a toxic circle that you guys always are in a loop. You guys break up and get back together. It's like bound to like a, what does she call it? Like a marriage amongst the friend group.
Absolutely,
And
1000%.
oh yeah, but it really got bad junior
Hey,
year.
listen, I don't want to, you know, brag or anything, but I was the first one out of there. Y'all lasted the most.
You know,
You lasted the most.
You know why though? Like I broke off from it from
Yeah.
my first ex.
Yeah.
That's was crazy.
Yeah, him, the unspeakable.
the unspeakable.
Yeah.
He's yeah.
How was that?
How is
It was
he?
crazy.
It was crazy. It was a wild 11 months of my life.
Oh my God, no.
Was it 11 months? I don't even remember.
Do you consider that to be like a toxic relationship you were in?
Miss Girl, I wasn't on the. Okay, This might be a red flag. It might not. Shit. I'm sorry, guys. Take it how you want. But if you're not posting your girl once in a while on social media, and you don't want nobody knowing about her, you hiding
Okay.
something.
Okay. No. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cheated on me.
Oh
That
my god, yeah.
that's just how I see it. So yeah, wildest 11, 12, whatever
But
time.
while you were in the relationship, did you think you were in a toxic relationship? Or did you have to break up, heal, look back, and be like, oh, damn, like, I was like, you know.
Like, I don't think it was toxic. I think we were just young. We were both 16.
Yeah.
We were 16. I'm
It's-
20, by the way, guys.
No, and it's hard. It's hard to be in a healthy relationship at a young age because
Yeah.
you don't know anything, you know? You haven't
Yeah.
experimented, you haven't experienced anything. Like,
Exactly. And you know was a real deal breaker was I still have strict parents, right? But at the time they were way worse because obviously I was younger, and he had more flexibility in his schedule than I did. So that was a real deal breaker in the relationship.
yeah,
You know,
like not seeing each other.
not seeing each
Yeah.
other, and he would get upset about it. I remember in occasions
Yeah.
he would get upset about it. So I think that was maybe a red flag, but it's like it wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
his
just-
like love language was quality time,
Time. Yeah.
I think so.
you know.
But God will, we'll never know. We'll never know. He's in the past. That's like
No, that's why I think that, and it's just hilarious because I'm 20 years old.
yeah.
But I think you shouldn't date at an early age.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, not date exactly, but be in a serious relationship at an
No,
early age.
I don't think. As much as I could have claimed at a young age, oh my God, it's getting serious. Blah blah blah. That was going nowhere. I think we all just have that illusion when we're teenagers that we want that serious relationship
Shit.
that lasts
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
years and years.
You want to be
and-
like
Through high
grown ups in a
school,
fairy
yeah.
tale.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I definitely believe that those happen, but
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think that when you're young, you want like this grown up life, and then when you get there, you're like, damn, I should have.
Yeah.
I should have enjoyed it a little
I
bit.
should've
Yeah,
enjoyed
well,
my
careful
young
what you
life.
wish for. Oh my god, hold on,
Yeah,
guys.
that's me.
What the
Sorry.
hell? All right,
It's because my kid wasn't.
No, yeah.
but no, I think if you're young, enjoy your youth, and yeah, of course, date, experiment, experience, go out to bars, have fun,
Yeah.
talk to different people.
But don't think that's your forever person either.
Yeah.
Right, but like being in a series, it's hard. It's at a
It's
young
hard.
age, not being able to, you know, you lack communication skills, you lack
You lack
boundaries, you lack
you lack
basically you're learning
patience more than
everything,
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything. You know,
Yeah.
you don't know how to. A lot of young people are not self-aware. They don't reflect a lot.
Yeah.
You know, they were not aware of our actions, of how to handle people's emotions, how to take what we give, none of that. And that
Yeah.
is what causes all of these toxic relationships that we see nowadays. I can't take my own advice though.
No, you can't. No, you can't. But the thing is, the justification here with all that is you're allowed to try and process your emotions because
Yeah.
it just out of nowhere. And like you said, right? Did you not just say it just happened? You look at your face. It just happened.
I'm trying to get in his head. I don't know.
Okay,
I mean, I
no.
hope. I hope. I mean, we met when I was like what, 11, 12.
See, that's there's history. But
No,
as
it's just
friends,
kids. It's just like, you know.
like the history there is, sandbox. Y'all grew up from the sandbox,
Yeah.
you know. But this theory,
This theory.
I'm
It's a
telling
theory.
you, it's a theory.
It's up in the
yes.
air. It's not solidified yet.
I'm gonna make sure it gets solidied because
Oh, I
just
really
know
hope
I'm
this
right.
person is not watching this podcast because
Yeah.
they're gonna know exactly who they are.
Hey man, it is what it is.
No, I'm just gonna block. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
After we just talked about
In all seriousness, though, like when you are trying to cut ties, especially when someone has been good to you,
Mhm.
not a toxic. Listen, if it's a toxic relationship, you gotta go. I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just
No.
gonna run. Because
Yeah.
the bad thing about being stuck in a toxic cycle is that it's a cycle. You
It's a
can
cycle.
never seem to leave. And even if you become aware of it, you can never seem to leave. It's like this person has manipulated you and molded you into their ways.
You know
I
who my
guess.
friends were in high school. God,
Yeah.
you were friends with them. So
Yeah.
if we looking back at it now, I was brainwashed by them, by these people. Like you were the first to leave, so creds to you, my girl. But
Yeah, I mean,
a
you
mí me
know.
tardé, yo me tardé.
I mean, I will not lie. I did have a good support system, and that
Yes.
matters a lot because I was in therapy.
Yes.
In like,
They were supportive and on certain things, but when it came to like reality check, where was that?
Yeah.
You know?
yeah,
So it is what it is.
it is what it is.
It
You
is
just
what it
gotta,
is.
you know, we've all grown up. I hope, and we've all
I
moved
don't
on.
think
I
so.
hope.
I don't think so. I have a story for you that happened not too long ago.
Another one?
Oh, didn't I tell you? Was it the morning story that I told you?
Drive by. The drive by. That sounds so bad.
Yeah. It's not what you think.
So basically,
sounds
like
good,
it was
guys.
the morning like we went for breakfast and I was hanging out with that one guy.
And they drove by.
No, they
No?
were just walking by. And I was minding my business. I had my hood on and everything, and all of a sudden you hear ha 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 ha, you know, like these.
Oh, that's
These
gross. I'm
tintin,
sorry.
you know.
That sucks. But
That's
besides the point, I mean, I hope they're doing well, and we all wish them well.
I do sincerely. You know.
Juan, do you wish them well?
Yes.
You know what's crazy?
He's like low-key plotting on them. He's like, no comment.
No comment.
I mean, you were pretty close to him, so respect is fine. I don't care.
You know, I got close to him through that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but then,
But then you met me.
yeah.
Well, I mean, then you got close to me, I
Yeah.
guess.
I got close to you through Samuel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's he?
I have no
Oh,
idea. You were his wingman. I won't forget. I won't forget.
Yeah, I heard.
You were my wing woman.
Yeah, it was like a trade-off.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe
I
that
was
happened.
not your wing woman, trust me. I was that guy's wing woman.
Well, we know how that happened.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
Hey, he showed his true colors.
You
That's
know,
all I know.
you got your first experience in love. It just so happened to be
Shitty towards the end.
a bad one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, how did you cut ties with him? How did that happen?
On it?
I don't even remember. Did he block you? No, right?
No. So it's funny. When we broke up the first time, right? Well, because I broke up with him because of all the cheating rumors and stuff. I remember he hit me up and he was like, "Can we talk?" We met up 2 days later after the breakup, and you were telling me not to.
Yeah.
Remember?
I have a rule that I tell my supporters when it comes to breakups. No contact. Freshly broken up, please avoid let it sink for like 3 days, okay? And then like a week. Then goes but no contact. First 72 hours, no contact.
Yeah, well, I failed miserably because I obviously met him 2 days later after the breakup. And to this day, I don't know if a lot of the stuff that I was told was really true or not, but I believe it just because there were all the red flags, you know them.
There was proof.
I never saw it.
I saw it.
I believe you, but I wanted to see that with my own eyes. You know,
I saw the proof. It was mostly
You know, even though you know that the people that are telling you the truth. You know, when you just want to see something for your own eyes.
Yeah.
You know, it's that irk. And era descaro que he had to confirm, like, yeah, I gave her a couple rides here and there.
No, not rides. Flowers, hoodies.
He wasn't gonna confirm that to my
face. Good morning text, good night text. Like, what else?
No. But after that, we didn't completely cut ties because we got back together, or we're planning to, right around like Halloween of that time.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. So we were talking at the time, yada yada. I ended up giving him a Christmas gift.
Girl.
Yeah. Thank God it wasn't shoes.
You have a big... Yeah. They say to never gift a man shoes.
No. I got him a hoodie, actually.
They say to never gift a man shoes because he will walk right out of your life. Yeah, no. I swear, it's like a superstition. It's a superstition. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that he actually suspected that his Christmas gift was going to be shoes.
Yeah, of course, the sneakerhead that he is.
Are you sure? Come on. Sorry, that's not...
I mean, he was always going to like the shoe con
Okay,
things.
but he had no, I'm sorry. No, I know. Like one of my current friends, he's a gym rat. That's a real shoe man. That's
Oh
a
no,
real
no, no,
shoe
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Sorry.
He was more like hype beast,
If you that
quote unquote,
Yeah.
because not really. He
Mm.
wanted to be, I guess. He aspired to be,
we'll see.
but yeah, no.
Yeah. But after that, what's it called? That little like us getting back together and that Christmas gift. It was weird for another year. We still flirted here and there. It was weird, but like we never like got back together again or anything,
I
or
mean,
like kissed or
you
like
guys still follow each other on
yeah,
social media.
yeah. I still have him on social media,
Yeah,
so I'm civil with him, But do I believe everything that
respect.
happened in high school? Yeah,
I mean, it's yeah, but
yeah.
it's good to leave something on good terms. I feel like
And I'm thankful for that.
I think if you leave, this is my personal theory, of course, but if you leave a relationship in the best of terms, it's very rare that you will get back together because it's like almost like you processed it. But if you leave crazy, like I freaking hate you, it's likely you will be back into that toxic cycle.
loophole, yeah.
It's very likely, like they say, if your girl or if your wife folds your clothes and leaves them at the door for you, she's done. But if she throws everything out the window, she's still there.
She's still there, yeah, 100%.
She's still there, and it's like I feel like that represents that toxic cycle, like, and you almost become accustomed to it. That anger, that violence, that abuse, that mental abuse. It doesn't even have to be physical.
Yeah.
But once you become accustomed to it and you get molded into the, you're the victim. Depending who the victim is, you almost reflect your abuser or your the person
in yourself in that too.
Yeah, the person who's done harm on you, and it sucks, but it's very hard to get out.
It is.
Of a cycle.
I will
like
say
that.
though, I'm thankful for that relationship,
Yeah.
for a first one, for how
Absolutely.
it ended. For
You have to be. It taught you a lot.
It did.
All right, guys. So if you have been keeping track, I hope you have noticed that we changed colors. So now we're purple, and we're moving to answering your DMs as always. So we're gonna read over a couple DMs and answer some questions and give our opinions and give some advice, and keep DMing me again. Like I said before, be like, hey, I have a crazy story, da 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 da. Because if you're like, hey, I have a question, again, it will probably get lost in the messages. So please just start with like a good cliffhanger, like a good hook to get me hooked, and we can read these at the end of the podcasts. So today, guys, are you ready to give some advice?
Yes.
Are you guys excited? You better be. You better not mess my supporter's life up, please. I beg you.
Hopefully not.
I think we do that with the toxic red flags a lot.
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We're not actually toxic. We're trying to help people, not people actually know we're
if you're bringing out what's toxic, I think that's your inner toxic.
I
Or
don't.
it could be you're showing people what they have inside of them or what they don't understand.
I'm
as
just
toxic.
trying to, make people realize red flags in their relationships. Like,
Fair.
For them.
Realizations. That's what she is. Realizations of toxicity.
Yeah, I like that title. Misrealization of toxicity. But anyways, that's besides the point. Today we have a long one.
Okay.
And just give your honest opinion. Let's see what they gotta tell us, because it seems like it's crazy. So ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing my mind over this girl.
Ooh.
Me and her fell off a couple of times over text. Then we finally started talking, and I invited her to my job's Christmas dinner, and I had to meet her parents beforehand. We were what was supposed to be best friends, but we got closer, and now I've been at her house almost every day for the past 2 to 3 weeks. She's met my parents, and we talk all the time, except on New Year's we were working together. And we were walking to my car, and I was leaving her house, and I asked if I could kiss her, and she said no, which initially I'm okay with because, yeah, I understand you're not ready or you're not comfortable. Now I feel like shit for even asking. But then she went ghost for a whole day, not a word. And she comes back the next day saying, my bad, I needed a day to myself. It's weird because that's not how this girl type. She's very descriptive when she talks, but she's been dry. And I'm thinking I might have pushed her away. I don't know what to think or do. But I'm seeing her again tomorrow. She wants to hang out before going on vacation. I myself would say I'm falling for her. I don't need the physical touch to know that she's like my other half. We share everything in common, not just to please each other. And her fam loves me. And I love her fam. I just don't want to mess this up. What should I do? I don't think I need help. It will unfold as it goes, hopefully where I'm with her. I just needed to get this off my chest. So I guess he doesn't want our help anymore.
Okay.
But you know, if anybody at home is in a similar situation, we're gonna do this. And just based on his profile, he seems very young. I would say maybe, 16, 17. What do you guys think?
So I'd very much say, why are you calling me out in a sense?
Is this what you're going through? All right, we'll help you dress out too.
Okay.
So not necessarily, but I've been in their position a couple times in the last year. My best advice is just, I guess, don't overthink it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird when you hear that they're like, "Oh, I need some space," blah blah blah. So it just builds that mindset that you start to think like, "What did I do wrong? What could I have done better?" And
Yeah.
rather than starting that cycle again, that toxic cycle to yourself, basically,
Yeah.
that, oh my God, self-doubt, insecurity, this and that, just let it go. Brush it off,
Exactly.
I'd say my best advice is basically go with the flow. If they want to talk to you, they want to talk to you. If they don't, hey,
They
they're
don't.
lost. Just
And we were talking about this before the podcast. Like, you can't stress over things you can't control.
Yeah, you
exactly.
can't.
You
You
really
can't.
can't.
But I'm glad he realized this. He was like,
Yeah.
I don't need your help anymore.
I just wanted to let it
He
off
was
my
like,
chest.
I just needed to get it out. But no, it's true. I feel like her reaction was very well justified,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
He tried to kiss her. She was not ready. She was like, hold on. Why am I not ready? I'm sure I'm putting myself in her shoes. She was
Yeah.
probably thinking in her head, why didn't I want to kiss him?
Mhm.
I need to think these things over. Like, I need some time. Why do I feel this way?
Mhm.
Like.
And if he
Well,
really likes her and is in some sense can put himself in her shoes, then
Yeah.
he'll
And he seems
understand.
like a very respectful young guy. Like, he's, I completely
He sounds
understand.
Yeah, the way
it sounds like it.
the way he
Yeah.
talked about like the whole
Yeah.
situation, he does.
But it sucks because, once you've got attached to their family and their
yeah, it's a
life.
lot harder to
I'm
let go.
we're not no. Thank God
Yeah,
I'm not
just-
there. I'm not there. Like I haven't
Yeah.
gotten to that sense again in a while.
Just
Thank
that,
God.
I agree with what he says. Just the thought,
know.
he loves their family, his family,
Yeah.
her family loves him, all that thing, and just the thought of like losing her plus losing the family, it sucks. But
It does.
seems like he figured it out for himself, which I'm glad. I hope I didn't take too long to respond.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that feeling, losing the family and her altogether.
Yeah.
But I know deep down it must suck more if he's losing her.
Right.
and like you
Because
s-
I get the feeling losing the person, that supposedly is like what do you call, like your building block, I guess.
Yeah.
Like your support system in a way. That if that's her in this case, speaking at least,
Yeah.
it must be her.
Yeah,
But-
so and like you said, he looks like he's pretty young, right? Me personally, what I give one like my younger cousins advice about like relationships, I usually tell them don't go for relationships. right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Let it be.
like
Just let it
I've
be.
been in a relationship since like young ages at a young age, and it's not the sense that like it's more of a sense of me personally. I feel like people shouldn't date so young, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
The average teenager is not ready to be dating.
Well, I mean,
No.
listen, they already got a thing going on. You can't.
I guess.
It's too late
I guess.
now.
No, I
It
guess. But
is.
if it's not meant to be, I feel like as a teenager you should try not to stress about it so much.
Right, but
Yeah.
what I
Because you have
yeah.
so much more life experiences ahead of you
Yeah.
that will make you like meet like you would be put into situations where you would meet new people that you might feel the same exact way.
Yeah.
You might feel even stronger feelings
And
towards
hey,
the other person.
it sounds like really cliche. It really does, like to think about it in that sense, like, oh my God, like give it time, like
Yeah.
blah. But really, it's literally just about giving it time and going with the flow and
You
just
have to.
and
You have
just
to.
accepting that you can't control,
Yeah.
the
So
things that
if you're at home and the girl you like is not answering you, think about why that is. And like I said, her reaction was very well justified.
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe she just needs time for herself. Maybe she just needs to think her feelings through.
Yeah.
And she probably is not. She's confused. She's not understanding. Like how she's feeling, why she's feeling this way. She's having doubt. Whatever the case is, it's very justified. Like it's
Yeah.
very,
Like a friend of mine once said, he said, yeah, we all need a day or some time just to
Yeah.
just block everybody and everything
Exactly.
to process what we feel, what we're thinking.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
I have another one if you guys wanna do that one.
What's up?
So, this guy sent me a picture of his conversation with his girlfriend.
Okay.
And she says, I've been talking to this one guy, but he gives me mixed signals and I never text first, and he always does, and we didn't text all day. And then he follows up, I need your advice, please. She sent me this and we always talk, but today we didn't, and I always text first, but also she be giving me mixed vibes if she likes me, so I don't know if she's trying to hint me or something about me. I'm just slow. I don't take hint. Please help. Okay, hold on. What did I just read? Hold on.
So I understand it.
Let me
basically.
backtrack this.
Yeah, I understand it
That's me.
basically. So like, they talk consistently basically, and she's basically getting dry with him, and he feels like she doesn't want to talk to him, and the conversation is basically went from talking every day at all hours to less and less and less.
I don't know, because
That's what I'm
I
understanding.
take it as
yeah, what do you take it as?
I take it as he's saying that he's talking to this girl, and like he feels like they've been talking as like to see where things go, and all of a sudden she texts him, like sends him that, and then that kind of throws him off guard. Like, is she talking to me like she wants something? Or
Yeah, let me read this again, right? So he sent me a screenshot of a conversation, and the person, which I assume is a girl, text him, I've been talking to this one guy, but he gives me mixed signals, and I never text first, and he always does, and we didn't text all day. So she texted him this, and he was like, I need your advice. She sent me this. We always talk. Today we didn't, and I always text first, but she gives me mixed signals.
Exactly.
So I think what he's asking me is if this girl is talking about him. So this girl sent him a message like, I'm talking to this guy and he gives me mixed signals.
Yeah, which is why I said the talking all day every day thing, because that's what adds into the mixed signals part, because you could very much be having a conversation with this person all day every day, and then you could very much be treating them as your best friend.
Yeah.
But the problem with a communication over the phone, specifically text, there's no context.
Yeah.
There's just no context.
There's
so
no
you're just
tone.
like, you're stuck in a little.
You can't read the tone.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like I
my
pick
biggest
up on
thing.
tone pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too, yeah.
Like that. Like, I can't read a room. So now imagine me reading people's texts. I take things very literally.
So literal.
And like I
can just
there's so
imagine.
many moments where I'm just like, are they mad at me? And like it's just because I can't hear the tone, so like I'm just like,
No, but that's normal because you
Yeah.
usually can't. I just feel
yeah.
like
I don't know. I feel like just men are gullible.
here we are bashing men.
Sorry.
Everyone's
I'm
kinda-
sorry.
No.
But like, men
No,
are
I
just
don't mean
gullible
you.
to believing
Like,
anything like
all
that.
of us. No,
So-
yeah. But my advice to you is that, well, he's asking, is she talking about me? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If you're the one texting first,
Yeah.
if you're always texting, but today you didn't text, and she tells you she's been talking to a guy who always texts her first, but today they didn't text, it's definitely you, and she
That's-
likes you,
Yeah.
and she says you're giving her mixed signals, but you feel like she's giving you mixed signals. I feel like we're like having a miscommunication error here.
Just a
Like
bit.
they're not communicating
Nothing-
effectively,
nothing's-
you
yeah.
know?
Me being a guy, I would take that completely as she's talking to another dude, and she sees me as a friend.
What? Where are you getting that from?
For real.
Because why would she send you that message that she's talking to a guy and she's gonna?
She's talking about him.
She's trying to make him jealous and like have him open up his eyes. Like,
No,
oh,
I know.
no,
I
no,
understand.
no,
or, like,
no,
get him
not
his
like that.
mind.
No, you guys are seeing it two different ways.
No,
too.
no.
I know how you're
Talking.
seeing it.
She's talking about the guy
Okay.
she's texting.
yeah, him.
Yeah.
him.
Exactly. That's
And
what
she's-
I'm
no,
saying.
but the way you made it
she's
sound.
texting.
No.
She's texting him about himself.
Yeah, I understood that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He was
She's
trying
not-
to do something else.
She's texting him.
I think,
Ready? She says, I've been talking to this one guy. First of all, the guy who texted me, I need you to express yourself a lot better. But she said, I've been talking to this one guy. He texts me first. He always texts first. I never text first. And today we didn't text all day. So she said that to him. And then he goes on and tells me,
I need your advice.
yeah, he was like, we always text. I always text her first. She never does. And today we didn't text.
It's obvious. Come on.
So she's talking about him.
Yeah.
Like I don't see it as that. I
She
see it as
is.
Yeah, that's
I see it as you know,
See what I mean? Men are so
maybe
gullible.
like I was reading the signals wrong, and she sees me as a friend, and she's talking to someone else, and she's comfortable enough.
Okay,
to
time
talk to me
out, time
about
out. Put your microphone.
that. Oh, sorry.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, so I feel like it's because she's comfortable enough. She sees him as a friend. She's comfortable
No.
enough to actually be interacting with him, like, you know, talking about other guys.
No, she's
no.
talking about him.
Yeah.
She's talking to him about him.
Yeah, and as much as like it's about asking advice from her,
Yeah.
she's really just trying to get in his mind.
Let me reply
Like
to
deep
him.
down, she's
No.
really trying to get in his
I
mind.
said she likes you, and she's trying to make you see that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
She's talking to you about you.
Hopefully.
It is. That's what it is.
But like,
What's the
think about
coincidence?
it.
What's the
Okay,
coincidence?
What more could it be?
You're too logical.
No, Juan is just gullible.
No, it's like it's just if you think about it, like
She's talking to a guy, right?
yeah.
Let's pretend that we're talking, and today we didn't talk all day, and you're the one that always texts me first. So then I tell you, I'm talking to this guy, and we haven't talked all day today. And he's
Maybe.
he's always the one that texts her. Did I have to
Okay.
put it like that for
No,
you to
no.
Apparently.
No. But like, you know, it still seems kind of far fetched for me.
That's not far fetched.
Like it's a
not.
possibility. It's a possibility.
Hey,
But-
nothing's impossible, but
Yeah.
it's not far fetched. It's not far-fetched.
I see it more as like I don't know. Like maybe I am thinking of it too logical.
You are.
I think so.
I'm sorry.
She's like playing reverse psychology with him. So to say,
Like I said, she's trying to get in his mind.
she's trying to get into his head, trying to trigger him to see what his reaction.
She's trying. Yeah, she's
But
trying to get a reaction.
at the same time, would you want to be in a relationship with someone like that?
See,
Because
he doesn't see
there's
it
better
like that right
there's
now.
better ways to catch someone's attention.
Well, like they're just right
and
now.
like and that just shows that it's been a day.
But
And
right
if she
now,
does that because of
everybody's.
one day that he doesn't reply,
What?
like respond text him first. I mean.
But you see,
Listen, hold on.
that's the one thing that's really unattractive to a woman. Lack of consistency.
Yeah,
I guess
you can
if
go a
you-
whole day without talking to, especially if you are still trying to like conquistarlos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like in my defense,
That's insane.
in my defense, how I see it, if you guys are talking every single day, and then all of a sudden you want to go ghost for a day for no reason, no answer, no nothing, but you go ahead and
Yeah.
still answer your other people.
Yeah,
I'm
or
sorry.
are still active. No, that's not okay.
That's not
It's not
okay. There's no
It's not that
justification.
hard.
That's
Yeah.
lack of inconsistency, and it's just unattractive.
It's not
But-
that hard to shoot a text.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be busy today, the whole day.
I guess.
I'll text you
yeah.
tomorrow. There's nothing wrong with that.
Either
But
that or simply
also-
saying, "I'm sorry, I don't really want to talk right now."
Also, I think
Yeah.
that's a very toxic trait in our generation. A lot of the girls tend to be like
Watch your words.
Yeah, really.
a lot of
watch
the
your
girls be
words.
like, you know, just waiting, like sitting there pretty, so to say. Like they want the guy to text her, and they want the guy to start the
Okay, but
conversation.
and
But
how
I-
I see
I
it, this is my
No,
argument.
like I'm saying they want.
Oh,
They want.
No, no, no,
And
no.
it's not that the guy always does.
Here's the
but
thing, right?
a girl will want that.
As we know, Juan is a very traditional Mexican man.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Do you want because you traditional Mexican man? Do you want for a woman to conquistar you, or do you want que una mujer te conquistar a una mujer?
Well, like I feel like
Well,
I'm like 70,
when you put it in that
70,
sense.
30. I'm like 70-30
Do you
about
know what I'm saying?
it. Like,
I feel
she can't not just she can't not just be there. Like, you know, she has to try. Like,
I
'cause then
understand
I'm gonna
that.
feel like
You would-
you know, she's not into me.
see. Here's
Like
where
she's not
I
into me enough that she won't try. Like,
here's
so to
where I
say.
disagree with you because it's not a fact, but it's been proven. Men like the chase.
They
The
do.
minute a woman
Okay.
starts chasing the man, the woman becomes unappealing to the man.
But that's why I said 70-30.
On average.
That's
on
why I said
average, of
that's
course.
why I said
Yeah.
70-30.
I
Like,
agree.
because
The minute a girl spamming your phone, why haven't you texted me this and that? You're gonna be like, she's toxic, she's clingy, I don't want her.
yeah, because you
This,
shouldn't.
and that.
But then
She
the
be-
minute she's
yeah.
gone, God, I miss
Because
her.
especially if you guys are in the talking stage, you guys shouldn't expect like someone to be like 24/7 for you.
See, that's
You-
the thing though. When you're in the talking stage, I don't like to call it the talking stage.
Mm.
I feel like you're trying to how do you say conquistar in English? I don't even know,
Like,
bro.
You're trying to I want to. I was gonna say
I want to
dominate.
say.
No, like
Conquer.
conquer. No,
Conquer. I don't know. I like to call it just getting to know each other.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're trying to, oh, I had the word and then I lost it. When you're as because who usually makes the first move? A
Love
man.
interest.
A man,
Yeah.
yeah.
A man.
Yeah.
When the man is trying to appeal to a woman and vice versa, right? The person who made the first move has to be the person to keep the same energy throughout until you
Mhm.
form a relationship, until you decide where this is going, whatever the case, right? And if you are trying to get at a woman, first, let's just call it that, for lack of a better word. When you're trying to get at a woman and you are not consistently letting her know what's going on and being like, hey, today I'm gonna have a busy day,
Keeping her in the loop.
keeping her in the loop, it
I
becomes
guess.
unappealing. And,
Yeah.
and you might say, right, in a perfect world for you, let's just say, right, whatever, that yeah, you want a girl to chase. You know damn well the minute a girl chases you, you become uninterested. It's
Yeah.
just like habit
Yeah.
for men.
It's habit.
There's something appealing
to
to
them.
men. Something that's almost unattainable is appealing. For some freaking reason, it's appealing to want something you can't have, or that something that costs you, or that makes you put in effort.
Yeah.
If something's easy, to anyone, right? When something becomes easy, you almost don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
So that's, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be cynical here and be like, yeah, I want her to text me, like, why do I have to be the one to text her? You know damn well if a girl
Yeah.
were to you wouldn't want that girl
Which is-
anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
you know, he texts her every day, and then that one day that he didn't text her, like, how are you not able to, like, you know, go an
because
extra
you
mile?
you went a whole day.
You
A
went. You were
whole
gone a whole day.
24
If you're gonna
hours.
tell me those 24
But
hours
you
you
could
couldn't
just-
pick up your phone and text me specifically, hey,
The
this and
day-
that is
yeah.
going on, but you can text
Okay,
your
I'm a
homeboys.
little biased.
Let's go
The
over
day
there.
and
I'm a little
age.
biased. I'm a little biased because this has happened to me
The
before.
day and age we live today, dude, there's no way you don't have your phone at least for 5 minutes a day.
Yeah,
There's
there's
just
no
no way.
way.
There's no
I
way.
Like,
understand if
there's-
you hop off it for like an hour or two, but there's no way you're gonna go 6 hours without touching that thing.
I guess like there was a summer where I did work, like literally, like I would go from my actual job to home, and then I would start helping my dad build the wall, retaining wall, and I would go like hours, like complete hours, like without without
See,
using
I
the
don't
phone.
believe that. You know why I don't believe that?
And I would
Because
for
like,
real.
the thing is-
yeah, because you get in your car, the first thing you do is pick up your phone.
You pick.
exactly, but
After
like,
you
the thing
turn off
is-
the
Yeah.
aux, listen,
Let me
let me
music,
say something. Let me say
listen,
something.
at a
But-
red light, whatever the
phone.
case,
Take it
shower.
in the gym.
When
in
you go to the
gym,
bathroom.
when you're in between sets, you're checking your phone,
Okay,
even
no,
if
yeah, in the
nobody's
gym.
texting
You know damn well you take your phone to the bathroom.
Yeah, but like the thing is,
yeah,
the way I see it is like sometimes, like for me specifically, like I don't like texting. I don't
I
like.
under- I
I don't. I'm
understand
not
that.
a texter. I never really liked using my
Cool.
phone like that.
we understand.
And
But just communicate it.
and I
You
know.
need
You
And the thing
know?
is, like, I get like when I'm tired, I kind of just like I'm just like ugh about my phone. Like, you know, I want to do like, let's say,
You
like
know-
watch a movie or watch, like, listen to music, and that's it. Like, you know.
That's the problem though. Like that's very much understandable and it's justifiable, you know. We all have those days where we just
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
don't don't talk to me, don't my
Yeah.
phone, nothing. Communicate that.
Yeah.
It's not that
It's
hard.
not that hard.
It's just keep the
It's-
consistency and God,
See, but
you're bound to succeed.
Here's the thing, though. He doesn't even seem mad. We're arguing about the whole day text thing, but he doesn't even seem mad.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean-
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, okay. Last one, and then we move on.
Okay.
We're gonna do 3. Last video
Yeah.
we did 2, so this one we're gonna do 3.
Okay.
And then this is perfect to what we're talking about.
Uh-huh.
This person said, "This girl I've been texting leaves me undelivered for like a couple hours, even though she pops up active. WTF? What does that mean?"
Okay. No, I feel like she's not into him then.
Oh, so now it's an issue.
No,
Oh.
because
See how controversial he likes to be, guys?
no, that's not. I get why you guys want to attack me right now, but no, listen, hear me out.
No.
Like if you're active on social media, come on, like if you're active on social media, like, you know, like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook.
But that's what we're saying. You're
That's
gonna have your
different.
phone. You're gonna have your
But
phone.
that's
Dude.
different because, like, you know, let's say like they have not been active from the last time they texted you
no,
on social media.
no. If
Because-
you're on the social media,
'Cause-
you're on it, plain and simple. You're on your phone, and you're gonna tell
No.
me you can't hop on the app and
Exactly.
shoot a text?
No, but listen.
He's
So,
like, listen, Linda.
No, no, no,
Listen,
no,
Linda.
no. You listen,
I'm trying to
Linda.
explain myself.
You try to explain
I
yourself
feel
when there's no
attacked.
justification, honey.
No, there is. Because think about it like this. There are some days where, like,
We just talked about this.
There's some days where you just feel so drained
Mm-hmm.
where you don't even want to, like, go into any social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know?
Absolutely.
And you
I have
avoid
that.
social media. And usually when you're, like, getting to know someone, talking to someone,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you communicate most of the time.
Through social media.
Through social media.
Yes.
So you don't want to even, like, encounter that. So sometimes you just evade it. Like,
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
And I feel like for a guy, it might be a little bit
That's
easier than a girl.
justified, right? You want to log out. You want to
Disconnect.
disconnect.
essentially, Yeah.
Absolutely. However, when you get into a relationship, even when you're we want to say the talking stage, at that point in time, unfortunately, you owe people explanations.
You
guess,
do.
yeah.
You
It's
do.
just whether you're marriage, relationship, kids, even a pet, even if you have a dog, you cannot fully. You owe people explanations. So if
As
you're trying
much
to get, it doesn't matter if you want to disconnect. It doesn't matter for how long. It's not that hard to just shoot a text and be like, "Listen, I'm over it. I don't want to use my phone for a couple hours. I don't want to use my phone for a whole day, for a whole week, whatever the case." You owe people explanations.
Yeah.
You cannot. You know.
I mean, personally, because I did it, and I did it the wrong. I did it the wrong way, per se, right? A whole day and texted at night, but I still gave my reason. I still feel like as long as you shoot one text
Yeah.
throughout the day, whether it's like by 5 p.m. or by 9 p.m., and you're like, hey, I'm okay. I'm sorry that I didn't talk all day.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's justifiable.
Right.
I think it's fair.
Like,
As long as you shoot the text once.
Imagine disappearing from the face of the earth for a whole week, because social media connects us,
Yeah.
Fortunately or unfortunately, however you may see it.
Yeah.
Disappearing and not calling your mother, she will freak out.
Mhm.
You owe her an explanation. And it's the same when it comes to partner and romantic relationships,
And I guess you also should be a little bit careful when people disconnect like that, because it could also be like, a mental health crisis.
Right.
Well,
and
yeah.
sometimes that's really like, you wouldn't want people to reach out for help and all that. And you would want them to, like, be able to express themselves, like, be like, hey, like, I'm really not in the mood to be on social media.
Yeah.
I don't really want to communicate with. And
See,
it's
now
healthy.
you see how he switches up?
No,
He did.
I did switch up, but like, I'm saying there's other perspectives where you
There-
also have to be
there-
careful
I'm glad
like,
you've
on
come
why-
to your senses.
on why people might not text you like the whole day. And it's better, it's obviously healthier to
Right.
to like, speak about it, but sometimes people aren't in that mindset, aren't that.
Time out.
State of
Your
mind.
microphone, please.
Do you want me to put it closer?
No, it's because you
Yes.
sound really far away.
Really far.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's just I feel like I sound really loud here.
No, that's how we're all sounding.
Basically.
All right, now you can keep going.
No, but with what he was saying, he's right. You have to think about the different perspectives and what's going on when someone disconnects like that.
Yeah.
But you also have to add into the fact that some people really, really, truly deep down, like especially nowadays that I see, they really just need that space from everybody. Just truly disconnect, even for
Yeah.
a few hours.
Yeah.
And although you want to be there, you want to offer, like your support and that you're there, do it. That's no problem, right? That's not you suffocating the person, but if you do it so consistently, okay, maybe hold off a bit. But
Yeah.
if you do it that one time that something like this happens, I'd say it's justifiable on both ends.
Yeah.
Right. And for mental health reasons, let's say somebody doesn't want to be on social media and they disconnect. That's a valid thing to do. I'm not trying to be like you're wrong for doing that. No. However, it is not an excuse to leave your loved ones in the dark.
Yeah.
Mental health is it's a very fine line to get, it's a very delicate matter, but when you suffer from a lot of mental health issues, it's valid.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Your feelings, the way you act has a reasoning. It has a why, right?
Mhm.
However, that doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah.
There's a fine line between enabling someone's mental health issues, especially when you love that it's so frustrating to have to deal with somebody who suffers from a lot of mental health issues, because
You could be
you
blindsided.
have to literally you have to understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But because you have to understand, it almost undermines your feelings, and it's like you almost have to be like, well, they're going through a lot. That doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's okay to leave someone in the dark.
Yeah.
They could be going through a lot. But and when you're going through a lot of things, the last thing on your mind is other people's well-being, and completely understandable. However, it doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah.
So even if you want to disconnect for whatever reason, mental health reasons, you just can't take the media world anymore. Valid. However, not an excuse to leave your loved ones in the dark, especially people who you are in a relationship with,
And you claim
romantically,
to love
a
and-
wife,
Yeah.
whatever the case, a girlfriend, someone in the talking stage, whatever the case, it's you shoot a text,
You should
although it's
text.
not always, and that's obviously in an ideal world, it's never always gonna go that
Which is sad,
soft,
but it's
And I feel like
it's okay.
I feel like the times when I've done that, like, just kind of disappeared, so to say. Like, I've had people that would hit me up, like, like, hey, what's good with you? Like, are you
Yeah.
okay? And like, I feel like those are really appreciated. Like, sometimes I don't even want to answer, but like, it's very appreciated. Like, at least from my perspective, I don't know if like, someone going through something else would be different, but it's nice to see, like, people like being worried for you, so to say, like,
Yeah.
it's that sense of someone cares for me,
yeah, of course.
we all like
And
to
it-
feel
yeah.
have that feeling that we're cared for.
yeah.
Even if you want to be left alone,
You still want to
Still
know
want
that
that little
someone is
sense
there.
of comfort. Yeah.
You can't blame it. Then how I see it is there's some as much as you want to be alone, you're like I want to be alone or disconnect, right? There's always that person or being or thing that you crave in that moment,
Yeah.
I definitely believe we all have that.
Not me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's
Here's
the
me being controversial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, listen, when
no.
I want to be alone, do not
Yeah.
go around me. Do not go near me. Don't even dare touch me. Like, I swear to you.
See, that's
I
me when
swear
I'm
to-
mad, but me when I'm sad, it can go either way.
Well, I can't be around two people for too long because I
No.
need a recharge.
Yeah.
So when I'm recharging, please don't be around me because then I'm moody. Like, my family knows this. If I go to the kitchen, I don't talk. I avoid you and I go straight to my room. Do not follow me. My mom does this. She follows me behind my room. She says, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Please don't ask." There's nothing wrong. Like, there's nothing specifically wrong. I just don't have that energy to keep a conversation. Like, I need to recharge.
Yeah.
I need to be alone. I need to breathe, be in my own space, and then I'm good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally happened to me, like specifically on like Wednesdays, because I used to work at the clinic. I was doing like doubles at,
Yeah.
at a specific time when I was doing my internship, and I'd work 8 to 8, and I'd come home and I'd still hit the gym after like an hour later because it would be leg day. In between the week, I like to hit leg days. But point being, I'd come home and my parents would be like, "Oh my God, mi hija, ¿cómo está?" And you just feel so drained after answering the phone and talking to patients all day, and you're just like,
Yeah,
don't,
Yeah, I feel
don't,
that. Yeah.
don't.
exactly.
I'm sorry.
And to be
And it's
And your patience is at a thin line too, so
yeah.
it's like, yeah, like I get
Yeah.
you, but that's only like when I'm tired or mad.
yeah.
If I'm like sad, it's like it can really fall in between either or.
And I see that, like, I've had situations like that where I just come home like drained,
Yeah,
and I kind of like I know people are talking to me and they want to know like how my day was, but sometimes I'm just like, ugh, like I
like
just want to go to sleep.
just
I
go to sleep and recharge.
like recharge.
Yeah, no, I need to take that time for myself. I can't. And it's funny because I work in an industry where I have to be friendly
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah.
and smile every single day.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I've really learned after we both got our first job together, is that people get very special about food or their medication.
Yeah.
And so just be careful.
But anyways, back to that guy. Listen, she's
No.
still leaving you on delivered for hours, and she's active on social media. There's something going on.
Yes.
She doesn't care enough
She's
to
not
really
interested,
engage in
yeah.
a conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just keep the same energy. I'm not telling you to be toxic, but definitely be petty and
Yeah.
keep the same energy and don't really go out of your way to please someone. If they really wanted to talk to you, they would. Absolutely.
Exactly. And if they don't, then there's goes to show the true colors.
Yeah, it's
Exactly. But should we end it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. So I think we're gonna conclude the episode for today. I hope you guys loved our special guest Jessica. She will be back, right? You will be back.
I'll be back.
All
I'll be
right.
back. Well, of course, if I'm welcomed. I mean,
You're
God
not.
knows.
This is a one-time thing. It's a
It's
one-time
okay.
deal.
Oh,
No,
it was so much fun.
And then we have our recurring guest Juan. Leslie will probably be back in the next episode, so stay tuned for that.
If not, I will. I promise you guys, I will hunt her down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to her house with like
Yeah.
torches and machetes.
We
Be
will
like
hunt her
come
down.
outside. No,
Yeah.
but anyways, social media link down below. Follow me, subscribe, hit the notification button. Episodes every Monday. Are you guys watching the episodes?
Yes, of course.
You guys lying
Come
as
on.
Juan
I
is like,
can't
yeah,
believe-
of course.
Juan will say that he watches it, and then
Hey, I do.
even if
play
he
it.
watches it, he won't recall what he said in that
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
video.
Yeah,
I have it on play. I just might lose focus.
Yeah.
Midway.
he's just in the background. That's cool.
He's in La La Land, like we said, guys.
He's in La La Land. It's fine though. It's fine. Episodes dropping every single Monday. Stay tuned. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for being here with us today,
Thank you for having me.
and we'll
guys.
see you soon. We'll see you guys soon.